Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? I can see that we are two watching this session. So please, if you are there, please help me to figure out if we have problems with audio. You guys, can you hear me? Hello. No one here. Okay, thank you, Mr. Matloub. You can hear me. Anyone else here can confirm that he has no problems with it? Thank you, Matloub, and you are so welcome too. Thank you. Anyone else is here and can hear me? Can confirm that if everything is okay, or you have any problems with audio? I think there is no one else here. Mr. Matloub, I wish you don't mind if we can wait a few minutes until someone else is joining. Thank you. Okay, I can see that we are 6 in this session. That's really more than perfect. I need just a confirmation, a quick confirmation, if you don't mind. If you have any problems with the session, I mean in the video, audio, anything, please let me know. It would be highly appreciated. Okay, come on, guys. You are 6 or around? I can see 6 is watching. Okay, no one wants to confirm? Okay, I think no one wants to confirm. So we have 6. We are now 8 watching. That's really great for me, and I really appreciate your existence. I just want to confirm that everything is okay. Mr. Matloub, can you confirm again if it's okay? You have no problem with the voice, I mean the audio is okay. Do you have any problems with the streaming? Is it interrupting? Is it okay? Whatever you have in your mind, please share it with me. Okay. Guys, you will be always have this chat window on the right hand side. You can add whatever you want. Thank you, Mr. Matloub. You can add your comments, your notes, whatever you want, okay? I can see we are six now, and no one wants to join our chat here. So I think I will start with a notification that you can subscribe to my channel to get the notification whenever it happened. These sessions will be scheduled from time to time. Usually it will be day on and day off. There will be a session maybe, for example, today, and the other session will be the day after tomorrow, and so on. And I will try my best to stick with this schedule. Okay. Okay, I think we are ready to start. It's if you understand Arabic, it's 4 and 6 minutes, and I think we are ready. Okay, so as we usually did, as we used to do in our last sessions, I have some instructions here. I will follow. Hello, Mr. Jalal. I really appreciate your existence. It's your third session. Actually, it's my third session. You were there all the time, and I really appreciate your existence. Please confirm if you have anything. Any problem with the audio, with the video, whatever you have in your mind. Please share it with me. No, thank you. I really appreciate that you are here all the time. Okay. Okay. So I will start. Thank you, Karim, for your confirmation. I really appreciate this. Thank you. Thank you. It seems to be fine, and I can assume that it's the same for other subscribers, that everything is okay and they can hear me clearly. As you can see, we are 7 people who are watching. I think we are getting better by the time, and more people are more interested in getting some knowledge about Odoo, and this is really great for me and makes me really happy. Again, I would like to notify and inform you that you can subscribe and you can share this channel with your friends who are interested in Odoo. Okay, so I will not make it a longer speech. I will start immediately. I will create a server. I will follow the instructions I already did and already tested on my before the session, to make sure that everything is working fine and there is nothing is missing. Everything is URL to create your server, which we will do right now. This URL will help you to get a good discount when you create your server on, your Ubuntu server on DigitalOcean. What I'm going to do right now is to create a new droplet. Okay, I will use, again, I would confirm that it's Ubuntu 18.04, which is the latest long-term supporter, or LTS version. This instance will be 8 gigarams, and I will not, play with these options. What I'm going to do is just enable this option to make it easier for me to log into the droplet, which is SSH key. You can add a new SSH key, or you can just keep this button unchecked, and you will get the password emailed to your email, the one that you used to log in. Okay, I will just play with the name. I will name it Odoo 12 Nginx. Okay, Nginx, that's the name, and I will create it. This will take a minute. I'm sorry for the noise. I'm just my home is just right beside the highway, so we will have this noise all the time, and I'm really sorry for that. I will work on improving this later. So the server is almost getting ready. Okay, and I will copy this, and will, and Okay, I'm using this user for the sessions, but again, Muhammad is the user who has the SSH key that I have checked. You remember the box that I have checked a few minutes ago. So I will log in this user, then I will use it to SSH access to this IP. Yes. Okay, here we are. As you can see, the name is Odoo 12 Nginx, which is the same name I have created on DigitalOcean. What I'm going to do now is update to make sure that I have the most updated version of everything that Odoo can provide, and this can contain maybe fixes or can have some new features, new packages, whatever, or security fixes, of course, which is really important. Please do not hesitate to add any comments here if you have any notes or any questions. Okay, this should be done fast. I'm not sure why it's stuck. I will run upgrade again. For some reason it was stuck, but now it's working fine. Okay. So what would be the next step is to install some dependencies. It's almost the same as we did already with Apache, which is get and Python pip and Python dev, GPG for images that Odoo is uses also for PDF files and XML. You know that Odoo all the way is using XML all the time. SSL, SSL. It's for SSL installation, but I will not do SSL installation in this session. I'm just confirming this because, as I told you, it might be a little bit advanced. For me as a developer, it can be okay for someone else who is an administrator. Node.ls is used is needed by Odoo for the front end, and we have LDAP for authentication. XSLT is for Excel sheets. You will use Excel sheets all the time if you wanted to export some data and also to import some data using SL file or using CSV files. Okay, and also you have some accounting in Excel sheets. Okay, of course, Postgres and Nginx, which will be used for this session. So I will copy this line. Don't worry, I'll be added to the description of this video. Okay, so I think we have a huge amount of files to be installed. Okay, the next step that we will install WK-HTML, and as you might know, we need the WK-HTML to PDF, which is patched or Qt patched. We need to confirm this point because if you have WK-HTML with no Qt patched, it will not work perfectly as you might expect. In Odoo 12 and our live, the last live session, there was an error message we had, and with the help of the people, you guys helped me a lot with this, and we were able together to solve this problem. But in the previous version, in 11 and 10, if it's not patched, Qt patched, it will not print the header and footer. The problem will be with the header and footer only, but everything else should work fine. The body of the PDF file. So let's go back here and check the installation, everything. it's really big list of of packages to be installed. That's why it takes so long. Okay, perfect. I think we are ready. All the time you might need to make sure that you have the versions that you are expect. For example, LSP release dash A lists the version of Ubuntu. Again, I'm sorry for the noise. I'm near to the root, that's why I have this noise all the time. Again, we have pip 3 dash dash version, which will be used to install Python dependencies, and it's running using the Python 3.6. You can also check PostgresQL. This command might not work, but I will test. Yes, it's not working. It's using PSQL. Okay, so it's 10.5. This might be important if you are using this environment for testing. I mean that if you have another environment for production or staging that the user or your customer can test your work, in this case you need to make sure that the same version of Postgres is installed in all environments. Sometimes you need to back up the database from here to there and so on. So if the Postgres is not matching and is the same version, this might cause some problems. Okay, so I think we are ready to install a wk-html. Here I'm just downloading it using wget, which is you can think about it as a command line application that helps you to download packages or any files, by the way. Sometimes I use it to download anything. Okay, so here I just type apt install, and the path to the file, and now it's installed or installing. Okay, something went wrong. Let's make sure the installation is done. Okay, so it's installed and it's patched Qt. That's exactly what we want. If this part is missing, I mean with patched Qt, and this part is already there, this means that you will have some problems with wk-html. I mean with printing Mr. Ahmed, I'm sorry I lost the connection for a while, so I want to make sure that everyone else is there. You still there, guys? Hello. I lost the connection for a minute again. Okay, thank you, Mr. Ahmed, for the confirmation. There was some other people. Thank you, Mr. Ahmed, again for the confirmation. I really appreciate this. Okay, thank you, Matlub. Mr. Jalal, you were there. Can you confirm you still following? Also, we have Karim. Karim, you still following? Guys, I'm sorry for. I just need to wait a minute to make sure that everyone else is still following. We are 6 watching now, so I believe that we have. We did not miss Mr. Jalal, Karim. Guys, you still there? Hello. Mr. Jalal, hello. I need to proceed. Okay, I have to continue. Okay. I will not make it longer again, as I mentioned earlier. Sorry for that. Okay, so we have just downloaded wk-html and just installed it, and it seems to be fine, as we just checked a minute ago. And here we are, just confirming that it's patched Qt, which means that it satisfied Odoo. Thank you, Mr. Jalal, and welcome back. I really appreciate this. Okay. So it's batched Qt, which means it can satisfy Odoo's need. Okay. For now, I'm going to create a user who will be responsible for almost everything operations that will run the services using this Odoo. I mean this user in the system, and also it will be used to connect to the database. But we still need to, log in to Postgres. And we will create a user with option -s, which means will be a super user with certain permissions, or high permissions actually. Okay, and okay, I'm sorry, I need to go to PSQL, and I will alter the user or the role with password secret. Again, I'm setting the password for Odoo to be secret. Of course, if you are going to use it in production, it should be complicated, very, very, very complicated to make it secured. Now it's altered, and I will back again to the root. Okay, and I will log in as the user Odoo. Now I'm switching from root to Odoo so that I can clone Odoo from the repository. I'm going fast in this part because we already discussed this in the last session, and if you missed the last session, you can of course go back to my channel again here, and you can find the other live sessions. To make it easier, you can find the playlist Odoo live sessions, where you can have the last 2 sessions. We already did this before. I mean, the steps to install Odoo using Apache, but now we are working on Nginx. Okay. So also the instructions for the installation will be added to the description of this video, so it will be easy for you guys to find it. and to follow in your installation. Mr. Jalal, you told me that you will use the previous session to install your own server. Was it successful, or you did not use, I mean, did not install it? Okay, until getting the answer from Mr. Jalal, I will. Okay, we have now in Odoo, opt-Odoo, which is the home directory for the system user Odoo, we have the folder Odoo, which contains the source code. As you might see now, it's the source code we have just cloned from the repository. And again, I will explain this very quick. We have get clone the repository with deps1, which means that we got the only. Okay, you did not install your server. I wish you do this in the near future, and of course, I will be happy to share your experience with us. Thank you. Okay, so we have deps1, which means that we got the last commit only. We care only in the most updated version, and we cared also in the branch 12. You can change it to be 11 or 10, whatever the branch you are interested in, and single branch that will ignore other branches and will get only this branch. Of course, Mr. Gerald, thank you. Okay, so I will back here. Okay, so we have the source code, we have just cloned it. That's exactly what we needed to log into Odoo, and I will Control D to log out, which means that I will be able to install, do or proceed with the installation globally in the system. Pip 3 install requirements file. Something is missing, I believe. Yes, pip reinstall. Okay, so I was just in the wrong directory. I had to move to Odoo, which is the source, which contains the source code. So by hitting enter, this will install all the listed requirements in this file. This file is a simple file, contains a list of all the dependencies or Python dependencies that is needed by Odoo, and it's all defined by version, which will guarantee that you will have the same packages needed by Odoo to work smoothly with no issues. Hopefully this session works fine with no issues, as we had in the last session. So this is expected to take a minute. Mr. Jalal, it might be seems personal, but I'm interested to know, where are you from? Are you an Egyptian, Saudi Arabian? It seems to be personally. Of course, you do not have to answer, but if you, but I really feeling curious to know. يا هلا فيك يا هلا فيك. For those who are not speak in Arabic, I'm welcoming Mr. Jalal, but in Arabic. Okay. Other subscribers or the people who joined, Mr. Matloob, Mr. Ahmed, El Saka, Mr. Karim, they are all Egyptians. Me too is Egyptian. Me too. Okay, we are just waiting the dependencies to be installed. That's why the session this takes a long time, but I'm insisting to do every single step in the live session. Uh, these sessions are aiming to actually to generate errors and find the issues. Okay, that's why I did not record the videos and cut the issues and so on. I'm insisting to, do everything, solve the issues if you have any together. That's why I'm doing this in live. Uh, Odoo 12 still new, still have some issues. It's not stable enough. That's expected, and it's okay. It will be fixed later. Okay, but for now, we need to understand what's going on, and we need to cooperate and work together to solve these problems together. And this is the purpose, the main purpose of these sessions, to cooperate together. Okay, LXML for each time it takes this long time. Well, I'm not functional, and I did not check what functions already added or removed. But I believe so. Someone told me that they did remove a lot of reports in accounting. Mr. Ahmed Saka, if he's still following, I think he can tell us about this. Ahmed Saka, by the way, is one of the best instructors and functional analysts in the Middle East. Okay, and he is already certified functional certification. I mean, because there is no technical or development certification. So Ahmed, if you're still following, I will be happy if you shared your knowledge about this. Also, we have Karim. Karim, one also, he's one of the best, but I'm not sure he's following. That's why I asked Ahmed to help us with this. So successfully installed, seems to be fine. So again, we have some requirements and lock watching, hoping that it's working fine, because sometimes it causes some errors, but it's not that important, by the way. So you can work by ignoring them, but we still lucky enough to have them working fine for us. Okay, I will proceed with the instructions. We have the configuration files for Nginx and Odoo, and this should be the last two steps. I will copy the configuration file. Okay. Um, you should find the installation, the configuration file in setup, I believe, or in Debian. Oh, I'm sorry. We are in the same. So we have an example of Odoo configuration file, but we will create our own in the /etc. So I will create /etc odoo.conf. Okay. So it should be in this way. I was using Odoo 12 and my testing before the session, so I had to remove it right now. Okay, so everything seems to be fine. Database passwords, no, I need to change this one to be secret. You remember that we altered the rule to be secret. Okay, we had this installed. And for the Nginx, sites available. Okay, everything seems to be fine except for the IP here. So whenever you get this file, I mean from the description, when I add it in the audio description, in the video description, you will be able just to change the IP and everything will be fine for you. Okay, so everything seems to be fine. I just need to enable the services for Odoo and I'm sorry, it's for the Nginx. Okay. Oh, I still missed something. It's Odoo service. I need to, yes, this file. I will check it first before I use it. Okay, exactly. So I will copy this file, cp this file to /etc init. I will name it with the same name, and I just need to do some modifications. Will be user in Python 3 that will use /opt Odoo /Odoo Odoo-bin. This is a script in the source directory, and we have the configuration file Odoo-etc. Okay, I need to create this folder var log Odoo. So I will copy this. And I will make sure that it's owned by Odoo. Okay, so we have now service Odoo start failed. Odoo service is not found. So it's not. Okay, I need to check this quick. Okay, this is actually the purpose of this session, as I mentioned. Well, I will make it easy. There's a command that I need to restart the daemon, but I'm not remembering it well. So I need to do a quick search. And again, this is a purpose mainly of, yes, daemon reload, yes. Not only daemon, I just added only daemon, which is not correct, of course. Did we add it in somewhere? It should be located in this folder, not ATC, which means that we need to move Odoo services to /etc system and reload the daemon again and retry again to start Odoo unknown operation. Still not working. Seems that we have Odoo 12 services and Odoo. What is the difference between them? What's going on? We did not add this one, right? So simple. So I think we need to add these two lines. Usually I do not use a configuration file, that's why I'm confused about this a little bit. Again, I mistyped the command, that's all. And Nginx. Okay, so it seems to be fine. All what I need now is to test the installation by adding the URL. Okay, it seems to be fine. We have the installation done. Mr. Jalal, I'm not sure I understand what does this mean. Okay, it was pleasure, but I'm not sure what does this mean. Okay, It will be our pleasure, but I'm not using Yahoo, unfortunately, and I have no email. But if anyone in this session is interested, of course, it will be great to have our own community. And Yahoo, maybe in WhatsApp already. We have Odoo Arabs and WhatsApp. You can join if you are an Arabic speaker. You can join this group. Okay, so let's go back here. We have the installation done. As we can see, uh, we have no port here, which means that we are using Nginx perfectly. If I copy this URL and it's the same, and I will add, the port for Odoo, it shouldn't work. Exactly, it does not work. It will work only with no IP. Sorry, with no port. And I can confirm you can find the IP here, which is used for the work done. So it's the same server. Okay, I have added the master password secret. You remember that when I changed the password for the rule Odoo to be secret, the database is test installation, because I'm going to test the installation and make sure that everything is okay. This phone number, you can use it to contact me directly by phone call or WhatsApp. Okay, and I will add demo data for sure. Hitting create database, and it will proceed with the process. During this process, the creation of the database, you can add any notes here. If I'm going so quick, if I'm very slow, whatever you have in your mind, please share it with me. Again, you can, of course, join my channel. You can hit the button subscribe, because I'm the owner. I have no subscription button here, but you can join my channel. It would be my pleasure. All the time you will have the post live streams here, the list here, and of course, if you wanted to get the other live sessions, you will find it here, Odoo 12 live sessions. Okay. For now, we have only two videos. Okay, this current session will also be added directly after the session is done. Okay, so let's go back. Okay, it seems to be fine. It seems to be smoothly done. I will install the project module. It's really great to have 7 watching until now, and this really makes me happy, and is an indicator that we are providing a good value for you guys. Okay, it seems to be installed fine with no problems. Let's go to applications. I will install the accounting or invoicing. Let's start with invoicing. I just need the invoicing to print the PDF files, and it's popular to have PDF files in invoicing and sales orders. So I will use the invoicing, which is the simplest one. It's really nice to have everything working smoothly with no issues. Okay, so let's start with printing some invoices to make sure that WHTML is working fine. And here we are, the header and footer are fine, everything seems to be fine. So we are done with the installation. Okay, this server. Okay, I will add it here on this side, and also this side. You can okay, I think I will log out. Manage database. The password again is secret. SECRET. Okay, so for now you have the database. I mean, both servers are empty. There is no databases. You can create your own. You can use this URL, okay, or this URL to for the installation. Okay, I will post both in the chat, so do not hesitate to use it to create your own database for testing. Okay, you can create your own database, and if you ask it for the master password, it will be secret. It's the same as this one. It's all small, no capital letters, no special letters. It's the same as you can see on the screen right now, secret. Okay, so I think we are succeeded with installing Odoo on two servers. In the last session it was Apache. For now it's Nginx, and I think I'm done. But guys, if you have anything in your mind, please share it with me. Do you have any ideas for the next sessions? I will start with PyCharm to create a new module, and it will be really simple module. Your ideas will be highly appreciated to make it better than I have in my mind. I mean, to improve it, help each other to improve them. You can always share your ideas with me, and of course do not hesitate to subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends. It will be highly appreciated, as this will help us to get more ideas about the sessions and make it much better. Usually the sessions will start after an hour from now, because I started at 4 p.m. Egypt time. This will not usually happen. It will be at 6 p.m. So it will be 2 hours from the starting this session, or an hour from now. So whatever your time is now, we will start an hour from now. I will do my best to make it maybe tomorrow. I believe I will try my best to make it tomorrow. Of course, if you subscribe to my channel, again, you will be notified when it's done. The scheduling, you will be notified with the schedule. So just keep close all the time. I will share this. I will add some improvements to this file, and then I will share it to the description of the video on YouTube. Please share whatever you have in your mind. I'm waiting. If you have any notes, I'm open to the discussion. If you are okay, we can just go, and this video will be saved, and you can use it as a reference anytime. Again, Mr. Jalal, thank you for sharing this Yahoo Together app code. You guys can use it. Thank you, Mr. Jalal. Anyone else has anything in his mind can share it with me. It would be highly appreciated. I can see we are 6 in this session. So guys, if you have anything in your mind, don't be shy. Okay, do not hesitate to share it with me. Okay, until someone decided to share his thoughts with us, I would confirm that I have done an installation with Apache and Nginx in the basics. I did not go behind the basics because, as I told you, I'm a developer. I'm not system admin who will take care actually about more about the security and the performance of the server. You just need to take care about the performance of your code to write it in the right way, and this will be our target in the next sessions, to write a clean and high performance code that will enable your users to work smoothly with Odoo all the time. Okay, but on the other hand, the server uh, should be should not be your responsibility. It should be the admin's responsibility. um, just for confirmation, Mr. Matlub, do you have any problems? Do you have any thoughts in your mind? Do you think about anything that can make our sessions better? I think we missed Mr. Matlub also. So okay, I'm done. Guys, if you have anything in your mind, please do not hesitate to share it with me. You can also use my phone number that I already used in creating this database. I will write it down here again. Okay, you can use this number to WhatsApp me. You can use this email to directly email me with anything in your mind that can help us to improve our sessions, and help us to have a better discussions. Also, I just want to confirm that I'm working on an application named OBS for live streaming that would help us to have a better quality in the videos, and all, of course, a better audio, better audio, so that it will, I'm sure that you have some noise when I'm talking. This noise should be removed, but I'm still need to understand it more, because all the videos on YouTube is explaining it on Windows, not on Linux, which make it harder, and will take more time for me to get familiar with it. Okay, guys, I really appreciate your patience and being with me for the last hour. We spent a great hour together. It was really my pleasure and my honor to be with you too. And I wish you have a good. Uh, and I wish this session is really useful for you guys. Um, and I'm done. Okay, I think I'm leaving because no one. Is has no questions. Thank you to Mr. Matlub. I really appreciate your patience and your being with us in this time. Again, I will start my next session. Usually, it will be at 6 p.m. You are Egyptian too, so if you will understand what I mean, it's now almost 5 p.m. I will start usually at 6 p.m. So I will be happy to see you all the time. Thank you, and best luck for you too. And I wish you get benefit from this session, and it is really useful for you. Thank you all. And do not hesitate to share this YouTube channel with your friends and subscribe to my channel. It will be my pleasure to help you all the time. Thank you and goodbye. Thank you, Mr. Matlub. Thank you.